Hello, everyone. Welcome to Basketball Vision. Today, we're taking a look at the Golden State versus Houston Game 4, I believe. And we're going to look at the Rockets' zone defense. We took a look at it about a little over a month ago. Synergy said they were a very good zone defensive team. Let's see how they defend the Warriors. Remember, when we look at a zone here, right, the guard responsibility where Brooks and Van Vliet is, as a reminder, plug drives, beware the high post, contest shots, right? The goalie responsibility, which is usually your center, where Adams is, it's to follow the ball, communicate, rebound, and talk to the guards, talk to the wings. That's what we talk about communication. And the wings is where we have Şengün, and I don't know if that's Jabari Smith or Eason over there, but the wing responsibility is to take away the wing three, deny the corner, and get involved in the play, especially for high lows, right? So let's take a look at this. We go over here. Butler has a ball up here. And the Warriors both these teams can actually zone, right? Curry is an insane three-point shooter. So we're going to have to do some weird zone things or more matchup heavy because we don't want Curry to be shooting three. Posts and Healed are also great three-point shooters. But when Curry is not on the floor, really, you can really be very liberal with either man or zone defense, right? When Curry's on the floor, you're going to have to really shade to his side as much as you can. Right here, Healed's over there. Come out. And this is very good by Şengün here, right? We're over here. We're wrapping. We're kind of like a man tendency. This is okay. Normally, you wouldn't really play like this as a wing, but this is fine because why? That's one of the best shooters potentially in the galaxy, right? Comes up here. Şengün coming up here. Contest shot. Very good. He's out there. Gonna fall back. Van Vliet brought pressure the ball there. Gotta come out. Very good. Very good. Look what Eason does. I don't know who this is. Eason. I don't know who it is. Look at this wing defense here. Far side, right where Amy Udoka is bench here. Look at this swing. Remember, you take away the three. Look at this slide. Comes out. Takes for the corner pass. He takes for the three and the corner pass. Look at this again. Look at this again. Look at this swing. Comes out here and contest high comes out. And Brooks does an okay job closing. Remember, because the wing is gonna be coming out high, you want the guard to be like an L cut, down and out to plug the drive, right? When I say plug drive, that's how you plug drives, right? You go down, then out and contest. And Brooks kind of does that when he comes down here, gets down here. Green's not a great shooter, and he's going to come out here. So if he's going to drive, Butler's going to drive. He's going to drive right there. Very good. And again, Butler is in the playoffs, is a three-point shooter. Even though teams are playing off him, we've seen him shoot some threes. I'm sure this game he shot some threes as well. He's a guy who's capable of making big-time shots. That's why they call him Jimmy Butler Buckets. That's why they wanted him. But again, this is exactly how you defend this swing zone. Again, this is just quintessential. If you're a college coach, high school coach, you're coaching a zone, this is exactly the kind of slide you want to see. Right there, come out, and then look at you. You try to take away the corner, right? Very good, very good. Comes out here. Heels up there. Butler comes out. We didn't do a good job taking away the corner. And I did a great job here. Look at this. We want to make sure we take away the corner. He does it well the first time, but did I jinx him? Comes out here, and again, it's Jimmy Butler here. So again, and you want to come out here. You want to come out kind of with your hand up, making it tough. You do have a bounce pass here, so make it so it's a little bit of a recover. Steven Adams, low shot clock situation is going to come out here. That's okay. Rush it over there. Do the best job there. But overall, I'd give it a B minus just because you got to do a better job at the corner there. All right. They got Poston, no Curry here, so let's see how they play the zone here. Right, Green's going to be on the ball here on Butler. Very good. Şengün's in the high post. We don't need to be in the high post that high. Very good by Thompson. And Thompson's been just a tremendous defender, right? We don't need to be in the high post, especially if it's green. If it's green, we want to be a scorer, right? You don't want Trevor Green to be a playmaker. You want to be a scorer. So what happens here is Van Vliet would be right around here, maybe straddling that three-point line. Şengün would be down here, right? Down here, so that Thompson isn't stretched way too thin. If you're down here, right around this area, you're doing a way better job because you can get the high-low situations that if you've seen my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. Have it right here, and Thompson's going to come out here, take away a three, and that's okay that's exactly what should have happened the play before, so very good. In the high post, very good active hands by Green and Van Vliet. That's okay. And again, when this happens, we talked about this in the last post, right? Green has to be aware of this, and I think he is. He should be kind of taking one more step right in here or in here, take away that high post. We talked about this in the Bucks video that I made last night. We want to see you be more proactive. Again, it's not the set goalie's responsibility to be in the high post. It is the guard's responsibility. And right here in a one guard front that they're doing, you can do in a 1-1-3, 1-1-2-1 type of alignment, right? But very good active hands, very good. Try to disrupt the plays. And that's what we want his own defense. You want to see how many things you're doing here. Could have done a better job there, but okay, let's see what that. Thompson has it, okay. Nice little cut there. And right here, again, you want to move against the zone. If you're a college coach and you want to see this, this is good by Green coming down here, taking away, that's fine. Because right now we can say, okay, ball is in the low post. Against certain players, you can say, hey, when the ball's in the low post, especially matchup zone defensive teams, what they do is the ball's in the low post, you want to go man. You want to follow cutters, go man. A 2-3 zone, you don't really have to do that as much. But again, it's playoffs. You're going to make some adjustments. Green comes out, that's okay. VanVleet's going to get back in the play. Now, when this happens here, right, VanVleet's going to get back in the play, so he's got to kind of be in the high post and see what's going on here, get more involved here. When he sees that happening right here, then it's got to be okay. VanVleet's got to kind of be right here, taken away in front of post, right? Brooks is going to be right here, 2 feet in the paint. Şengün's going to follow the ball right around here, right? So that way, when a cutter happens, Şengün has him. Brooks has the backside, which is green. And then VanVleet has this long pass all the way out here. Do you see that? That's what the rotation should look like. But unfortunately, Brooks gets caught right there. Şengün doesn't move over, and that's just a really poor performance. And again, I want to reiterate this because, again, this is something that this is getting in the weeds with the zone defense, right, with rotations. This is why it's tough, right? So again, what should happen here is this. Like I said, again, when the ball is out here, we have this, right? Bam, we're happening out here. Ball's in the wing here, and we see a dive here. Şengün should be over here, right? And when that happens, right, when you dive, that goalie blows that up, meaning he is 3-quartering right there in front of post his dive. And then VanVleet is going to have this far pass over here. Green is going to be almost a deny position, pods, if you want. If this is like Gary Payton, you could kind of be more playing in the paint, right? But Şengün's going to be over here. Then Brooks, his responsibility is not out here. That's going to be VanVleet's. So he's going to be right here. I think this is Green, or Butler. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. But that's what Brooks' responsibility is. But because Şengün's just worried about him, understanding what's going on there, it's just poor rotation. And that is a difference between an average zone to a very good zone, right? Ball right there, okay. Şengün gets caught there. And a screen there. I'm not sure how he gets caught there. Should never happen there. Kind of off-putting here. I mean, Brooks is playing the center position, but we've got to know that. Someone's got to communicate that, and that's got to be Brooks here. Communicate a little bit better, and especially right here. I know he's worried about there, but we've got to be a better job of understanding where we are, what we're doing here. And we're not really communicating. We're not out there, and that's just a blown coverage there. You should never be really getting screened in the zone. I mean, by never, I mean you got to be quick and make it hard for yourself to be screened. All right, Curry's in the game, so let's see what happens here. Comes up here, Adams. And again, with Curry, maybe this is why very good. Okay, that's fine. Very good by Golden State. So right here, guys, when Curry's in the game, notice how I say your goalie should never be far up. 98% of the time, you don't want goalies coming up here. Adams loves to come up here. I don't know why. Down in ball screens, whatever. But if we're going to do this, you've got to be up there and just switch it out. Don't be in down because Curry could take a shot from all this space, right? So if you're going to be down here doing whatever the heck you're doing down here, I get so frustrated, guys. Like, comment down below if you've seen my videos and see how frustrated I get when goalies are just sucked up and out of position. It's just really frustrating because, personally, no offense to goalies and centers, like, your responsibility in the zone is actually pretty just like A to B, C. Your movements are the most linear out of all the positions there. So, in my opinion, it is kind of, I'm not going to say easier, but it's way more linear to just see where the ball is, and it's harder for you to be out of position, in my opinion. In a lot of spots, but we're coming out here. Curry's out there. That's okay. Ball's in the high post. What we want to see is again, ball in the high post here. What we see. Normally, we'd have the goalie come up, take a second, give him the shot if he needs to, close out here. Şengün's tough part, but what you want to see here is you want to see VanVleet goes out to this wing. Adams stays on Curry. Brooks goes out to the wing, and we're man, right? When the ball's in the high post, we man up here. And then this guy will take away the high post, and Şengün goes down here, and we fan out here. We call it fanning out in the high post, right? We try to do that. And Adams tried to take it away. He notices that, but he loses post. And you see that he tries to do that, you know. He just a little look away. This is actually exactly what we've seen this before at Merrimack and against good zone teams. Like, balls in the high post, we want to take away, almost deny great three-point shooters especially. But he loses side of post. Look, I'm trying to make that pass. He's trying to, like, get in the pass and then trying to get out of it. Şengün does a good job dropping down as well. Very good. Brooks is in low man's land there. But the thought process is there. Curry's in the game here, so we'll see what happens. You know, if they do wheel action, what are they going to do here? Overload it here, come out here, Şengün, very good. Okay, you have it right there, that's fine. Come out here, cutters happen, that's fine. Very good here, very good here. I mean, right here against zones, we should go back and look at the zone offense video. Very good here with the cutters here. I mean, pretty standard stuff. Shengun's got to be a little bit better on his feet there. Cutter happens right here. Adams takes away. And again, that's Curry, so Adams can be, okay, well, I'm not going to give him space. So again, this is the 5% time where the goalie can kind of break the scheme of it, right? And Shengun's right there. We'll take a look at that. Good. Curry's in the game here. Sergi has all these as his own clips, so we'll see. Yep. We have it. Brooks and Van Fleet's up here. Yep, very good, Brooks. Tell him to come over. Yep, switch up. Very good communication by Brooks here. You guys see how Brooks communicates here? And he does not have, in last possession, he has not done a good job communicating, and he's been off his communication. Right here is good. He's zooming over to the high post. They're going to probably switch this, right? Yeah, probably switch a little bit sooner. Should have called the switch a little bit sooner. That's fine. Very good. Yep, right there. And that is okay. We've got to communicate this better, though, at these playoffs. So we've got to, like, say, hey, ball screen happens here. Let's just switch it up. And because this is Curry, we can be a little bit more aggressive on the switch, right? Chase Jackson isn't really a shooter. I understand that. But it really helps. Adams doesn't have to be up high. It's high at all. Because imagine, I don't think Trace Davis is going to do this, but imagine if he catches the ball in the high post and he wants to shoot that. I mean, can he make that? Yeah, but that's, again, I think that's the Rockets scheme when they play the Golden State Warriors. Have they not? I'm sure. I haven't seen every regular season game, but I think they want Curry to be more a facilitator and have him not score the ball. And I know it's easier said than done, but you want others to kind of play make there. And here it comes out there. And again, you can't lose track of him. I think Brooks kind of lost track of him. You got to trail him a little bit there. Understand what's going on there. And it's like, hey, he sees it a little bit too late, but he should have been on them a little bit sooner. Right there. Got to rebound here, guys. We got to rebound here. Got to rebound. And I wonder if the goalie was out of position for this. Comes out here. Understand what's going on. Yep, that's fine by Adams. Okay. I bring it to you guys live. Very good test by Adams. Rebound, offensive rebounds, man, zone. It's going to hurt you. And the Rockets should be the better rebounding team. Playing this big lineup. Okay, let's see what happens here. Is Curry in the game? Curry's not in the game. Yes, he is. Curry, Hewitt, and Post. So 3-point shooters. We're going to do some action there. Okay, comes up very good. And this is just what I say take away the three. Like, you should be there on the catch, right? Especially on a 3-point shooter. Pods has been hot as heck this game, I believe. Post is a great 3-point shooter, right? When you're a wing, you want to take away the three, and that means like as soon as it should never be a catch and shoot. If Post wants to shoot the three, anyone wants to shoot the three, it's got to be a 1 dribble, 2 dribble three. It can't be just a catch and shoot three. Almost like I said, on the line, up the line, on the line, man defense. It can't happen. Shengun's there, quick footed, okay. He's gonna try to drive there, and that cannot happen. Very good block by Adams, but this is just poor, and we see it a lot. Even if you play zone, guys, you still got to guard your yard, right? Right here, comes out here, that's fine. And when this happens here, like, when you see him turning, if you're Shengun, like, what are you thinking? I understand, like, Post isn't a great shooter, finisher off the dribble, right? But you've got to screw up and, like, at least get in his body and get after. Like, you're just in this Olay defense. This is just piss poor by Shengun. Because even though Adams is going to do, like, contest it and you're funneling it into Adams, you should never give someone like that just a direct line drive, which he pretty much did into Adams. Come out here. Let's switch more aggressively here. Okay. Okay, yeah, but this is a little bit better here. This is a little bit better. I don't know if there was a timeout here, but let's come over here. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive there. Come after it. Was it travel, whatever? I don't know, but a little bit better. A little bit better than last time, right, guys? All right. Pass up ahead. I'm just worried about Post right there. Okay, we're kind of out of it right now. We're out of it right now. I don't know why they had this as a zone look, because it looks more like man there. And again, you're going to do different things. We don't really talk about matchup defense here, but in the playoffs, you have like a Curry. You have Podge is probably hot this game. Like, you're going to do some different things here, right? Come out here. And Brooks is on Curry, give the Curry treatment right there. Very good. Another quintessential 2-3 zone look because, again, Curry's in the game there. So you're going to be doing a little bit different things here. When I mean different things, I mean obviously you're going to be hounding him more, understanding where he's at. Very good right there. Come through. They're going to fall. Now they're going to be in a, yep, almost like a matchup type of look. We'll do one more clip here. Yep, pressure the ball there. I think that's what you want if you're the Rockets there. You can be off that because it's great pain, but that cannot happen. I think VanVleet got screened here on the weak side here. Yeah, I'm not sure what VanVleet's doing here. I'm not sure because if it's a catch and shoot opportunity, Adams has that, but this is just really by VanVleet. I don't know if he's being held there or what's going on there, but even if Jimmy Butler's holding him, we've got to be more aware. Like, hey, listen, Podge is hot this game, right? So we just got to understand what's going on here. And this is just a breakdown. I'm sure this will be talked about where this cannot happen because Steven Adams is going to be right around here. So if Jimmy Butler wants to catch and shoot that, we're going to close out on that. It's our high post responsibility, right? But if you're VanVleet, what do I always tell you? You want to be on the high side of whoever in the high post is, right? We talk about this all the time. You want to be on the high side. So his booty, VanVleet's booty, should be on this side of Butler so that he can't get screened. Remember that when we're doing a breakdown zone defense, when I'm doing a practice drills, you never want to be below or behind the screener because what happens is they can move and screen and the refs can't really call it. If you're sitting on his upper leg, then this is an easier closeout. You understand what's going on there? And it's a better closeout, right? But this is the worst case scenario. You get behind, you get stuck, and you get moving screens. I talked about this literally 5 months from in the first zone videos. You can get caught when you're behind the screen getting after it, and this is just really piss poor individual defense in there. So again, guys, when you see the Rockets, they have tremendous ability to be very good in the zone defense. I think Synergy probably has them as a very good or excellent zone defensive team, but Houston is a very good defensive team, right? But I think Rockets, we're going to see them play more zone, be a bit more reliant on their matchups, their rotations. I don't know why they have their goalie up. If Curry's not in the game, they shouldn't have him up unless they want to trap Butler or Pods. Or I don't know. Want to trap someone, but should be doing down ball screen coverage when Curry's not in the game like that. Because as you've seen again and again and again and again, when the goalie's up high, we get too sporadic, too scattered. But again, they are going to be doing some different things when Curry's in the game because they are. I'm going to assume every game Houston Rockets have played, their main mission is to make sure Curry doesn't go off for a 30-piece or a 40-piece against him. It's easier said than done, but even their zone coverage are really going to make sure, okay, we don't want to get him any open threes in the game. But that's it, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and keep your sights on basketball vision.